And today's recipe is M&M cookies. For this recipe, I'm using a combination of butter and shortening. And the reason why is that the butter is gonna add the flavor, while the shortening is gonna help us for the cookie to be soft. And also because the melting point for the shortening, is way higher than the butter, the cookie is not gonna spread all over the place, so it's gonna hold the shape and it's gonna be soft at the same time. So as you can see, I have to cream the shortening and the butter together first, and then I'm gonna be adding the brown sugar and the white sugar. The brown sugar is gonna add also some flavor and some color to the dough. I also added some salt, and the salt, what it's gonna do, is gonna help with the sweetness. It's gonna bring out the flavor of the sugar. Once I cream all together, I'm gonna add the eggs, the vanilla, and I'm gonna again mix all together. Once everything is well incorporated, I'm gonna add the flour and the baking powder, and I'm gonna continue mixing. Once you added that dry ingredients, and you're gonna start mixing, start your mixture in a slow speed so you don't end up all covered in flour. Since I was using a handheld mixer, it took a while for the dough to come together. And then when it was ready, I just put them all together with a spatula and I scraped the bowl. So it is time to add the M&Ms. Just make sure that you have a couple of them on the side because you're gonna be using them at the end when you're forming the cookies. We're gonna put them on top so the cookie looks very pretty. Another advantage for using the shortening for the cookies is that you don't have to refrigerate the dough. In case you are using all butter, you will have to refrigerate it for just maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. So when you are ready to bake them, it's gonna take a little bit longer for the butter to melt, and that way the cookie is not gonna deflate or deform. All right, so now I have my cookie sheet you can use either parchment paper or in this case a silicone mat. And I'm also using a cookie dough scooper. The size for this one is 1 tablespoon. And actually I'm using 2 tablespoons to form the cookies. Using my palms, I'm just gonna roll the dough and I'm gonna form a little ball. And when I put it on the sheet, on the cookie sheet, I'm gonna kind of like press down and I'm gonna start placing the leftover M&Ms. So these are the ones that you're gonna be looking at when the cookie is completely baked, and they're gonna look so pretty, like they have a lot of chocolates, which in this case still they do have a lot of chocolates, but this way they look very pretty. So with this recipe, I got about 27 cookies, and I just baked them at 350 degrees for around 12 minutes. After the cookies are baked, let them sit on the cookie sheet to cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes before eating. You can store the cookies on an airtight container and they're gonna keep soft. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye!